painting channel. I'm Kathy from Creative KitKat. Yes. So for today, I was thinking we're going to do something different, and I wanted to show off my nails. So finally, after a few months, I could finally have better nails. Okay, that's not what I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to start making this purse made out of diamond painting. So I wanted to make this purse for today while I chat with you guys. So I think from the last unboxing, this particular purse actually had 7 different rhinestones, 7 or 8, 7 I think. 8 different rhinestones. So I was thinking of kitting them, not just kitting them, just remove them from the plastic and pour them on one tray for each of the number, and then we're going to finish this in just one go. For this particular episode, this is what we're going to do. And I forgot to get my scissors. Let me get that and then come back to you. Okay, so I'm back. We are actually having better weather for the past few days. But, although the weather has started to heat up these past few days, the problem is that the wind has been so strong that it's so scary to actually it's so scary to the point that a lot of trees have fallen because of the strong winds that we've been having, and there were a few people who tragically died because of the trees crushing down because of the winds, and it actually landed on them. It's either it landed on them or the vehicle that they're in, so which is why it's a bit scary the past few days that we've been having these strong winds. And actually we actually lost internet for a few days as well because of all these strong winds. It's so scary. Yeah. So and then now that the internet is back, aside from the internet, actually the power went out as well. And then the water went out. Guys, it's like a lot of things has been happening. I'm like, is it the end of the world with all the things that has been happening left and right? Yeah, so a lot of things has been happening, guys. So, but a lot of good things has happened also. Yeah, so I just wanted to say happy birthday to my son. Yeah, so he actually had his 7th birthday last week, and although it was just the 3 of us because we couldn't, we are still on lockdown. We are still on lockdown. It has been almost 6 weeks since we had the first lockdown, and my gosh, I am so over it. But I do understand why we need to we have to continue doing it. I understand that. I understand the importance of it. It's just that I can't help feeling down that it has been 6 weeks since we haven't met with our friends and family. It's quite sad. It's quite sad that we actually couldn't see them. And then on my son's birthday, the only thing we could do was to have a Zoom meeting. we just met for a few minutes just to sing a happy birthday to him, and that's it. We didn't even bother to You know, we tried to play some online games. Unfortunately, we couldn't do so with all the what's this? With all the, oh my god, it won't unstick. Okay, guys, because I actually have been trying the glue dots, and they're very sticky. I think it wouldn't. Oh my god, it wouldn't. Ugh. I don't know if I'll be having the same problem for the entire thing. This, okay. So I guess it depends. Okay, so this is the green rhinestone. Oh, see? Ah! Oh my god. Okay. Ugh. This is the green rhinestone, which is number 8. On this particular bag. My god. So, guys, if you hear some screeching and yelling, that's my son watching TV. I do apologize. Because, yeah, so we're still doing homeschooling. He's still stuck at home. And there you go. So, when we had his birthday, we did good thing. We were able to buy some decorations before the stores closed down. And I was able to buy gifts as well before everything locked down. So, although there's still, what do you call that? There's still online click and collect orders and stuff. But if I wait for stuff to be delivered, I wouldn't be able to get them in time for his birthday. So that's why I'm like, I am pleased that I was able to purchase like not Christmas, birthday decorations for him before the stores closed. Yeah, so the only thing we did differently is that my husband and I decided that we'll be taking a day off from our normal stuff and to just accompany him during his special day. So what we did was that we actually just played with him with his new toys, his gifts and stuff. So, and I'm quite happy, guys, that this is the first time that I've discovered Lego Super Mario. And I think I'm the one who was actually having fun with how the Lego figure, the Mario figure, could actually make sounds while he's on the Lego. I'm like, whoa, this is so cool. I was so happy with that particular toy. I'm like, how would the Mario figure actually had to scan some stuff and it will make certain sounds based on the barcode that QR code probably that it was able to scan. I'm like, oh. I feel that Lego is so smart doing all this. Yeah, so, and then we played some board games, of course. We decided to play some board games just to enjoy the time that we spend with him. Yeah, so a lot of things has happened, and then I think you're able to see all this trash at this side. Let me just remove that in a sec. No, you can't. Okay. So, and then what happened was, actually, a week before his birthday, something happened, guys, that I wasn't able to share with you. I actually recorded a video prior to this, but I think I accidentally erased it. Yeah, in my yeah. I have no idea why I accidentally erased it, but anyway, like a week or two before his birthday, my son and I actually decided that we would go to the park because we haven't been out of the house for more than a week, for more than 2 weeks, I think, during that time. And I thought, because the sun was so bright and the weather was so nice, I wanted to go out to the park with him. So take note, guys, this isn't the first time that we actually went out to the park by ourselves. Normally, although normally we actually go out with my husband, but it wasn't the first time that we went out just by him and me, just the two of us, my son and I. So we did. So take note, he still hasn't had his birthday during that time. So technically, he was still 6 years old. Anyway, so my point was, we went to the park. So I decided we would just walk. So since it's not that far anyway, so we walked over. But to get from our house to go to that particular park, we actually had to cross like 3 different roads to get to the park itself. And then not only and my son decided he would take his scooter. He would ride on his scooter instead of just walking around. Since I haven't been out for the past few weeks, I decided I wanted to walk around the oval instead. So which we did. So I told him before we went there, I already warned him that, son, please make sure that you don't leave me behind. Because my son has this nasty habit of wanting to get ahead of me or my husband, because he wanted to win in our race. Even if I told him I didn't want to join his race, he would still he had this nasty habit of running ahead. So to cut the long story short, we were at the oval and we already did 1 round of walking at the oval itself. He decided, Mom, I'm going to race ahead of you. And then he went off. I was already shouting for him to stop, but he wouldn't listen. So take note, let's say this is the oval, right? So beside the oval is like a playground. There's a playground right over here, and then over here is like a court, an open court where kids normally go and take their bike and ride around that flat area, because it's actually free of any like equipment, so you could just ride around, and it's a huge place where you could do that. So if he's not riding his scooter, he actually normally rides his bike, and he goes to this area to practice his bike. So anyway, we were at the oval, right? So let's say in between the oval and the playground itself, there's a walkway, a path right over here. There are 2 paths that would actually bring you down to the playground or to the oval or to the court area. So we decided we would walk. So we were already here. We were already here at the middle of the oval when he decided he wanted to race with me. So he went off with his scooter, and then I saw him go over from this side, and he was already right about this area. And then I told him I decided to just go back this way instead of catching up with him, because I'm still very far off from the walkway. And then so I went back this way, and I could hear him shouting, calling me, Mom, Mom. So I was shouting back, I'm here. So you know what happened? Apparently he couldn't hear me. And then I saw him while I was walking back this way. I saw him actually go this way and then go down from the pathway towards the court area. So I was like, okay, so I'll be going there to look for him. So I was walking. I couldn't catch up with him. By the time I reached the playground, I was shocked. I couldn't find him. I was like, where the hell is he? I'm like, where the hell? I started panicking because my son has a habit of talking to people. He's very, very friendly. And I was scared that somebody had approached him and he went with them. So I was like, Oh my God. So I was starting to panic. And then I was shouting his name. I was shouting his name very, very loudly. And other parents around the area were asking me what had happened. I'm like, I couldn't find my son. So they were asking me what he was wearing, what he had on and stuff like that. I was describing him and stuff. And then I was like, I was thinking maybe he went home by himself. So I told them I'll try to look for him at home. Okay, and then I left my number with them just in case they were able to find him. So some of the parents who were there were starting to help me out. There were joggers and runners who were actually at this oval area, and they got my number to see if they could help me search for my son. I was like, what is happening? And then so I decided, never mind, I'll just go home and let me see if my son is at home. But on the way back, I decided to call my husband. So I called my husband. I told my husband I couldn't find our son. My husband was on his way home. Good thing he was already on his way home by that time. He was maybe about 5 to 3 minutes away from us, and he rushed to get to me at the park. And then so my husband told me to call the police already, ask them to help me search for my son. I was like, I wanted to go home to check if he was there or not. He said, no, call the police. I was like, okay, I'll call the police. By this time, guys, I was already crying because all the worst case scenario was already running through my head. And I realized it's actually quite hard to breathe. Quite hard to breathe wearing your mask and crying and panicking at the same time. It was hard to breathe. Oh my God. Right now I'm able to laugh, but during that time, my God, my panic. Oh my God. Anyway, so I called the police. I called 000. I called the police, and then they were telling me, I was telling them I'm going to go back to my house to look for my son. And they were saying, no, stay where you are. I'm like, stay where I am. I was in the middle of the road. I crossed over from the park to the other side and was at the middle of the road. And they were saying, no, you have to go back to the park. So I was like, okay, I'll go back to the park. So that's where I met them. So while I was waiting for the police, my husband arrived. He came down he parked the car, came down, rushed around the oval and the park looking for my son. Couldn't find him. He said, I'll go home. I'll check for him at home. So he did. So he went home. He went off to search for my son, and then the police came. So there were 2 or 3 squad cars, guys. 2 or 3 squad cars who came to look for me, to help me search for my son. I'm like, what's happening? So I was explaining to them what happened, what my son looked like, what he was wearing and stuff like that. And then I heard beeps from my husband, and he arrived with my son in tow at the back seat. I'm like, oh my God. Everything happened in, I think, 10 to 15 minutes or maybe 20 minutes time frame. But my God, I was drained by the time it's over. Oh my God. I was asking my son, so my son was crying. And I was asking my son, where did you go? Why didn't you call me? So he was telling me, Mom, you didn't give me a phone. How could I call you? I was like, babe, you could have asked somebody, any adult in the playground to call to help you. But guys, apparently the stranger danger that we've been telling my son had actually stuck with him. Yeah, so what happened was, because for the past few months, we've been actually teaching him stranger danger. So the only people that he could trust are like adults that he know, people that he know, teachers, policemen, firemen, what else? Nurses and doctors, and they are the only people that he could trust. And apparently that stuck with him. So since he didn't knew anybody else from the playground, he decided, maybe I'll look for my mom at home since I cannot find her. She must be lost. Oh my God. In my son's mind, I'm the one who was lost. Like, my God. I didn't know what my son was thinking. So anyway, so that's what he did. So he, in his young mind, he decided, okay, I'll go home instead to look for my mom. So he did. He crossed 3 different roads, guys, by himself to reach our home. And when my husband was decided to go home to look for him, he was actually on his way to cross over to go to the mall to look for me because I wasn't at home. Nobody opened the door for him when he knocked. He thought I must be at the grocery store. Oh my God, guys! Good thing. Oh my God, thank God that my husband was already he was able to stop him from crossing the road. Otherwise, I don't know where I'm going to find my son. My God. Okay, so my husband was so pissed. I understand. For me, my what's that? I guess the way I could cope with the situation was to cry. For him, it was the other way. It was anger. He was so angry. Right now, I could probably finally laugh about it, but 2 weeks back, oh my God, he wouldn't talk to me. He was so, we were both scared. But I'm really thankful that nothing major had happened to our son. But the fear that we had gone through. Oh my God, the fear that we had gone through. In that short 15 to 20 minutes time frame. Oh my God. Yeah, so I told my son, next time when you can't find me, can you please stay put and I will look for you? Because it only took 15 minutes. I wasn't even he couldn't find me just for 1 or 2 minutes. By the time I caught up with him, it wasn't even that long. I'm like, why did you decide to leave the playground? He said he couldn't find me. I was telling him I was shouting for you to stop and you wouldn't listen. So now he's like, I'm sorry, Mom. I wouldn't do that again. Oh my God, guys. So since then, I haven't been going out at all. My husband told me next time when we go to the park, make sure that he was with us. But the problem was every time, because he works, most of the time, by the time he finishes work, it's already sunset. Because it's still, we're already in spring, but because that time 2 weeks ago it was still winter, and honestly the sun will set the sun sets at about 5ish. So by the time he finishes work at around 5 and then drive all the way back home, the sun would have been gone by then. So I was telling him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the 5th. Okay, so I was telling him that it wasn't our first time to go to the park without him. So how would I know that it would come to this? Yeah, so anyway, there you go. A lot of things has happened. And guys, that was the same day that I discovered that I already hit my 1K subscribers. Thank you guys for continuing to support me as my channel grows. So I wanted to give you guys I wanted to give you something special for this because of this. So what I'll be doing is that I'm going to have a giveaway really soon. So watch out for that. And so a lot of things has happened, and I've discovered some new suppliers, guys. And I know I said that I actually don't have any more incoming orders that are coming. I don't have any more unboxings that will happen since most of the ones that I've ordered, not actually most, all of them arrived. And I actually decided that I will try to do a no buy. I will refrain from buying any more stuff until I actually finish some of my paintings. But guys, I wanted to join the Chuck-along event. I wanted to join Chuck-along, but I don't have any Chuck Pinson's painting. So I was like, So I went to DAC's website, Diamond Art Club. If you guys don't know, Diamond Art Club is one of the companies that sells licensed work of Chuck Pinson. So Chuck Pinson is actually an artist that has a lot of intricate landscape design. So landscape scenery designs. I'm like, they're so outstanding. I wanted to get one for myself. So Chuck Pinson, for you guys who don't know, there's a Chuck-along event during September, when September 1st. It started on September 1st, and you can do any Chuck Pinson painting for that particular event. So it's called Chuck-along, and it actually happens, I think, every year now. So I don't know how many times it had happened so far, since I'm very new with, this is my first year, guys, of doing diamond painting. So I've only been finding out about this as I go along. So anyway, I wanted to do and join Chuck-along, but because I didn't have any painting, I decided, okay, I'm going to DAC's website. I'm going to try and order a painting for Chuck Pinson. So I went ahead and then I checked. They don't have any stocks at hand. That's the problem. So the earliest that I've seen, not earliest, well, the paintings that I wanted, the delivery is still somewhere mid-October. So by then the event is already over. So I was like, okay, never mind. I couldn't buy from Diamond Art Club. So I was like, okay, never mind. And then an email popped up. An email notification popped up about Dreamer Designs Chuck Pinson. So apparently, I did know this beforehand, that Dreamer Designs is another company that actually sells Chuck Pinson licensed work as well. So they also have license to sell diamond paintings with Chuck Pinson's designs. So I was like, cool, maybe I should look and check their website if they have anything available. Guys, they do. So now I'm quite excited because I got some paintings from Dreamer Designs. My God, there goes my no buy, guys. No buy is bye bye. So funny. So now I think this will definitely be one of my last orders, because I have, I think, 4 different suppliers that I'm still waiting, 4 or 5 different suppliers that I'm waiting for delivery. See, guys, from the time that I said that I wouldn't have any more orders coming in, I bought some stuff, guys. So let me just say, this craft is very, very addictive. And honestly, I really didn't have any plans to extend or have a stash that I wouldn't be able to do within a year. But guys, life happened, and because of certain decisions that I am now that I did, oh my God, let me just give me a sec. Yeah, so as I was saying, okay, ever since this is the type of hobby that is very, very addictive. Yeah, so I didn't want to collect paintings per se. I didn't want to collect them, but certain factors like because of this pandemic, not every supplier has stocks of their paintings at hand. So what happened was I think there were shortages. I don't know where the shortage happened. I don't know whether it's because of the drills, because of certain issues. I don't know where it's coming from, but I do know that there were problems with shipment as well. There were deliveries delays in shipment because of this virus, and because of that, it had caused out of stock issues with suppliers that used to have very like suppliers which actually had no problems in stocks whatsoever last year. Like now, and then not only that, like if you wanted to get new designs, you actually have to grab them before it runs out of stock, because now it's like it's a hot commodity. It's a hot item that sells off the shelves. Once they come out with new designs, it sells off quite fast. So I was like, what is happening? So now there are suppliers, because of that, and because of all the delays in shipping, I had decided to keep some stash. So I already had a few previously. But because of this pandemic, I'm like, am I hoarding because of the pandemic, or am I hoarding because of my addiction? Or am I using my channel as an excuse to keep buying me stuff? Oh my God, guys. Now, probably very soon, I'll be showing my stash to you guys. I know it's not as big as what you guys have. I'm sure a lot of you people actually have bigger stash than mine. So take note, I didn't have any plans to actually collect and keep the designs, because especially right now, my stance is that if the supplier or if the design is available in AliExpress, I'm very sure those suppliers are able to produce those designs without me produce those designs whenever I order them. So I actually don't need to, if the design is from AliExpress, I don't need I don't think it's a need to actually purchase them and keep in my stash. But I feel that you actually have to have extras. Like for me, in my case, I actually give out my diamond paintings as gifts quite frequently. And part of my plan for this Christmas is to actually make a lot of diamond paintings to give away to my friends. And because of these reasons, I think keeping a stash is fine. So as and when somebody's going to celebrate a birthday, or there's an event, like there's a special event, like they moved house, they bought a new property, and stuff like that, I could give completed diamond paintings to them. So I think in my case, I think that justifies my need for a stash. But the rest that I have, I think it's already is not a need, but an addiction for me. And then there are some like can I just say, suppliers like Diamond Art Club, Dreamers Designs, they don't have a lot of stocks of their paintings right now. So if I really, really want a certain design, I would go and grab them. Yeah, but if the suppliers, if the design comes from Aliexpress, or if, let's say, unless there's a sale that I think is really worth it, then I would hold off buying. In theory, it's supposed to be that way. And I wanted to that was my philosophy last month. But then I wanted to get Chuck pins in. And I ended up buying. Yeah, so guys, really. And then now I was like, now I was thinking I'll hold off until the next sale, which would probably be on Black Friday, or maybe 11/11, I'm not sure, we'll see. So guys, so there you go. So I think I have actually my stash, the one that I currently have, I think is more than enough that would last me if I decide not to buy anything and just work on my existing stash right now. I think I'm good for the next 2 years. But honestly, guys, when I see a particular design that I like, and I know that the supplier, it depends on the supplier. If it's in AliExpress, then I can convince myself to actually not buy it yet, unless I'm able to get a good deal out of it. But if it's, let's say, from Diamond Art Club or from Dreamers Designs, or from, there are other suppliers that I wanted to try, that I really, really wanted to try, but I'm really holding myself back because I ordered a lot of, not a lot, but it's more than enough. Like I have maybe eight paintings that are coming. 8 paintings that I've ordered, guys, aside from the ones that I currently have. So I'm feeling I'm feeling quite guilty with the stash that I have. Not the stash that I have, but I'm feeling quite guilty with with the stash that I have. Yeah, let me just say it out there, guys. I would like to try to hold myself from buying anything more. I'm contemplating of uninstalling Aliexpress on my phone so that I wouldn't be tempted to buy anything. My God. Oh my God, guys. How about you? How do you guys have your own stashes? How many do you have in your stash? Yeah, for me, it was initially I just ordered a bunch from Fansels and Everyday E-Deals because I wanted to give them as gifts. However, I kept seeing new designs coming out from Diamond Art Club and other reputable sellers. I was like, crap, I wanted to get them as well. But honestly, guys, this type of this type of hobby, I don't know whether I could afford if I keep buying from very reputable sellers. Oh my gosh, I'm the type who actually has a budget. I only have a certain budget every month for my hobby, and I really didn't want to break the bank for this. But I'm quite happy with the creations, with the artwork that I'm actually producing, and seeing them displayed in friends' houses makes me so happy. Seeing them up on the wall, oh my God, the satisfaction that this particular hobby brings, my gosh. And you know, my mom just moved to a different house, but because we lived in different countries, the only thing I could do was to send her a diamond painting, an unfinished diamond painting. So my mom was the one who actually got me into this art, into this craft in the first place. So she was the one who showed me how to do the diamond painting, and she showed me where she got her first kit when I visited her back in the Philippines. And then she was telling me, and then she showed me her work, what she had finished. I'm like, I fell in love right at that moment. I'm like, I have to get a kit of my own. Back then, I didn't even know about AliExpress. Back then, I didn't even know about eBay, Amazon, and all these stuff. I don't know Diamond Art Club. I don't know any of that. Yeah, so when I initially started, I didn't know any of that. And then, I didn't know. And this is, as I went along, I'm like, oh, I should definitely share that. Because not a lot of people knows what diamond painting is. Not a lot of people knows what this craft is all about. That's why I'm like, I wanted to try and share this craft to other people as well. Yeah, so that's why my channel started, guys. Yeah, so there you go. And slowly a lot of people get to know it better because, well, in my circle of friends, it's because I kept giving them as gifts. So there was a time that I actually gave them out as gifts for the kids to do, and then I gave them the unfinished ones. And then this time around, for this year, I was thinking of giving each family a finished painting. So that's the reason why I'm actually really, really working very hard to actually finish all the paintings that I have on queue for Christmas. Yeah, so far, I have done, I think, 7 or 8 paintings. I think, but I still have about 5 or 6 paintings that I need to finish. So there. I'm quite happy, guys. I'm thank you for everybody for staying with me, putting up with me as I discover stuff for you guys. I hope that I'm able to share something. If it's not you know, if you want me to do something else for my channel, can please comment down below and I'll be able to do that for you. But take note that I'm just a small channel. If you want me to buy a lot of stuff from certain suppliers, I might not be able to afford to. Yeah, I'm just saying, guys. Yeah, especially now that I'm trying my hardest not to buy anymore because I still have 8 paintings. 8 paintings that I'm waiting to arrive, guys. I thought I was over. My last purchase was in May and I didn't order anything until July came. My God, July, and then last week I think I ordered something else. I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? So I was able to hold off from May until July. That was something else. So I was able to do it for a few months, and then I wanted to join Chuck-along. I think it's the fault of of the Chuck-along. I'm blaming the event. Oh my God, guys. So anyway, how have you guys been? I've been talking and talking. I haven't even asked you guys how are you. A lot of things has happened for me. I think this one has some dimpling. Maybe I'll change this gem into something else. Look at that. I don't know whether you can see, but there was a dimpling. There was a dimpling here. Yeah, let me just remove this, change it to something else. There you go. Yeah, so it's been a few weeks since, not a few weeks, this is like, I think, I don't know how many weeks it's been, guys, but for my son's schooling, it has been 8 weeks of schooling, homeschooling now, and he woke up early this morning crying. At around 8 in the morning, he was crying. He said, I miss my teacher. He was telling me his teacher's name. I miss her. I'm like, what happened? He was crying. He woke up crying and he came to our room. He was crying. He was telling me, I really miss her. I was like, what happened? So apparently he dreamt about his teacher and he missed school. He misses school. Poor him. So my son is for now, he's the only child. He's the only child, and because he doesn't have anybody else to play with. You know, the impact of this this lockdown on him is actually quite I don't know what the word is, but it's actually, the impact on him is more magnified because he's the only one stuck at home. So he doesn't have anybody else to play with, and the only thing that he could use to entertain himself would be gadgets. Well, aside from you know, aside from what's this? Aside from what's the word? Aside from bothering me and my husband while we need to work, while I need to do all my chores and stuff like that, the only people he could really bother was me and my husband. And sometimes we couldn't really give him the time as well. So I feel so bad for him because he's the only son. Yeah, so, but nevertheless, Nevertheless, I think he's enjoying himself as well because he gets to have screen time all he wants. Well, not really, because I still manage the screen time that he has. But anyway, it's more than what other kids has, I think. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys it's done. It's finally finished. The purse is done. Yeah, so here you go. It's very quick and easy piece of work. I think it's some of the things that I really like how this purse came out. So for you guys who haven't seen me do the unboxing of this particular purse, I'll be putting in the link down below for you guys if you wanted to know more details about where I got this particular painting from. Not painting, this particular purse from. So I got this together with a few other accessories from Evershine. So I'll be linking the unboxing for you guys down below if you wanted to take a look at that. All the other details will be at that video as well. And look how shiny and nice this came about. So I just wanted to show you the purse looks like that inside. Nothing really special, just a black purse, and I think my friend will be quite excited to receive this. Yeah, so I have tons of leftover, guys. I'll show you the drills in just a minute. So look at that. It's so shiny. I hope it's not glaring. It doesn't have any glare for you guys. I hope so. So anyway, let me set this aside and I'll show you the leftover. Hey guys, wow, I have tons of leftovers. Look at that. I actually think with the leftovers, I could actually make another bag except for this. I think this is the only one that I don't have a lot of. I only have, I think, 6 of that. But the blue ones, I still have quite a few. I still have quite a few of the blue ones. There. And then the, oh my god, the marquee clear, the small one, the marquee. Oh, so sparkly, right? Yeah, and the orange teardrop. I have tons of that. Yeah, the emerald. I actually didn't have any problems with the drills. Only for this one, there was dimpling, a little bit of dimpling at the top of the, there was a dimpling right there. You can see it at the top of the gem. That's why I decided to remove it. So there you go. So I hope you guys had fun catching up and watching me finish the purse for you guys. So if you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. Consider to subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you guys on my next video. Remember to sparkle like no other. See ya. Bye.